And welcome back to this week's episode of What's Wrong With. And it's Knicks Week. I am now joined by a lifelong Knicks fan who has quite the setup here in his Knicks-themed man cave. Although I'm sure his wife prefers he doesn't spend so much time down here. But let's get right to it. How long have you been a Knicks fan? And if we could be honest, why are you still?
Well, first of all, thank you for coming to my home to tell my story. I'm a big fan of the show. I loved what you did with the Jets. And I've been a Knicks fan all my life. I mean, it's about 35 years that I can remember. But unfortunately, I wasn't even old enough to understand anything when they won their 2 championships. But there's no turning back now. I am loyal and invested in this franchise.
Well, loyal is definitely the right word. I mean, no new championships that you can remember, but there certainly has been fantastic players coming through New York. What are some of the greats that you remember mostly about, the Knicks?
Oh, so many terrific guys. I mean, I'm talking about the likes of Charles Oakley, Allen Houston, Bernard King, Walt Clyde Frazier, the one, the only Patrick Ewing. Hall of Famers couldn't even get it done in New York. It pains me to even think about it.
It's pretty crazy to even think about it's crazy to think about. And I mean, I'm not trying to bring up any bad memories here, but I'm sure that there's a day that haunts you forever, and that's June 4, 1998. June 8th, 1994.
Man, Game 6 of the NBA Finals. The Knicks win, and they're the champs. I was already planning my trip to the championship parade. Then everything went wrong in a matter of minutes. John Starks was ready to take that game-winning shot. It gets blocked by the great Hakeem Olajuwon, and the Rockets go on to win the NBA championship.
And for some of our viewers who might be too young or have not seen this game or have forgot, take a look. Knicks fans maybe want to turn away from the screen.
Seconds to go. Rockets lead by 2, and here is Starks.
Look from 3, it's tipped, and it's knocked away, and the Rockets win. The ball was tipped. It was personally blind.
Definitely a tough one to watch. But now, looking towards the future, how confident are you that the Knicks can turn it around in the next season? Any suggestions or wants?
It's tough to say. I mean, obviously, I'm confident and that we can return to our winning ways. But I also do not want to get my hopes up. I think the best thing for me and other Knicks fans, keep our expectations low so we can be pleasantly surprised. And I think we get some good drafts. We can make the playoffs again. Titles will come. But I don't want to be made fun of anymore when I go out in public wearing my Knicks gear.
Well, you heard it here first, fans. We're tired of being the joke of the league. It's time for a change, New York. Now, let's send it back to the desk and talk some Knicks history and how they need to handle being a struggling team in such a large, successful market.
I'm a fan of the NBA. Are you a fan of the New York Knicks? You are. Well, I am too. There's only one product that gets me through some of these games. Knickerbocker beer. Knickerbocker beer contains 10% alcohol per serving and tastes like sweet victory, even though it's not what you'll be watching on the court. Knickerbocker beer is American-made and created by a fellow Knicks fan who has felt the pain we all have. It's sold at your local liquor store for a great price of $10.95 for a 12-pack. So go buy Knickerbocker beer and drink the pain of losing away. After a few of these, you might think we won some of those games. Get it now.